Welcome to Better Kansas City. It's Friday. We have puppies in the studio, motorcycles outside the studio. We're making a rocket today, and we're talking movies and fashion. It's going to be a great morning. So first, let's kick this off by talking about fall scarf trends. Joining us now is stylist and blogger Abby Wood, and you're here to talk about how we can actually build an entire outfit around the scarf rather than it just being an afterthought.
Absolutely, because you always want to make sure that when you wear a scarf, it's not an afterthought. I see so many people walking around, it looks like they have got this really cute outfit and then they just threw on a scarf because they thought they needed like an extra accessory. So make sure that when you wear it, it is really meant to be worn.
Well, like you did today. Oh, yeah. That's adorable.
Oh, well, thank you. It just adds a little pop of color to my very neutral outfit.
I love that.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I remember back in like the mid-90s, girls were doing that a lot, and now it's made a comeback.
It's kind of like my flight attendant look.
I love it. It is.
Which I like a
That's
lot.
what I thought of.
Thank you.
And then what do you have with you as your prop?
Okay, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about, so if you are larger busted, I get that question a lot, like what kind of scarves should you be wearing? So if you're larger busted, what you want to do is take your scarf long way.
Okay.
And what you can do is just wear it.
Hold on, let me fix your microphone here. Okay. There we go. All right.
All you want to do is just drape it like this.
Oh.
Just around your neck. You can tie a little knot on each end. And what that does is it takes the eye from the head to the toe instead of side to side and elongates your torso. So if you're larger busted, it makes you look a little bit more narrow through here.
Okay.
And so next, if you are smaller busted.
The opposite problem.
I'm not going to put it on so I won't mess up my mic. But don't be afraid to fluff it up and make it really big and really zhuzh it up. So you're like this. And that will add some volume to your bust. So you can get that kind of hourglass shape.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you brought in another model who's going to demonstrate. Is this one of the new trends?
So this is Morgan, and she is modeling our blanket scarf trend, which I'm sure you've seen for the past 2 years. So we changed it up a little bit. Instead of doing that plaid one that you see everyone, this one is a little bit more subdued. It has some cute stripes, and it's a great like to and from if you're just like running somewhere when it's not quite cold enough to wear a coat. Right. You can really like kind of cuddle up with it. And so that is still a great trend for fall. And then the next trend, Morgan, please, if you will.
Oh, it's a twofer. She has a little flight attendant thing on.
Yes.
That's so cute.
She's a one-woman show.
Wait, what's it really called? Is it called the flight attendant look?
Just like I think it's just like the handkerchief. It's kind of like a, you know, ode to the 70s or 80s.
Adorable.
But it's a great alternative to jewelry or a necklace, and it adds that pop of color or print with any of your outfits.
So she can show up for coffee and be like, hey, I just didn't want to put on a full coat, and then take it off and be like, oh, hey.
Well, they don't necessarily have to be worn together, but these are just two different styles.
Abby Wood, I love this.
Oh, well, thank you.
That is great. So embrace the scarf. Stylist and fashion blogger Abby Wood with everything we need to know about scarves for fall fashion. Abby, Morgan, thank you.
Thank you.
If you'd like to get your DIY on with the help of some pros, there's a mother-daughter team behind the newly opened Create It studio. And Christine is giving us a first-hand look this morning.
So it starts with basically kind of a frame. You can find a cheap one really anywhere, right? Because you just need the glass. Dollar store, love it. So you took out the glass, and here we have it. You kind of started the base for me. That looks so nice. How do you start with